So hi everyone, my new book LangChain in Your Pocket, Beginner's Guide to Building Gen AI Applications Using LLMs is out now on Amazon. The book is already a bestseller. As you can see, it is trending on hash 3 on Amazon bestsellers. So go grab your copies and find the link in the description below. Thank you so much. So hi everyone, today we will be talking about how to get started with the first technical book, how to write your first technical book. So this is coming after I've already written my first technical book, that is LangChain in Your Pocket, Beginner's Guide for Generative AI Applications Using LLMs, which is going a bestseller as of now. But I won't be jumping onto the book details, but rather things of your interest, that is things to consider before starting your draft, where and how to write your book and where to publish and market. So in this particular video, we'll be talking about the first point. Why did I write a book? I think this is the most important question to get started so that you all feel motivated. So if you know, I've written nearly 150 blogs on Medium as well as on YouTube. It's nearly my 500th video today. So it's not, and nothing is behind a paywall, so nothing, you don't need to pay anything to watch or to read. So as you must have guessed, I love writing about technical things and to make content around that. And also, like, I want the advanced AI knowledge to be available to everyone, so it's not money is not involved at that level. So why you want to write a book? I think this is the most important question out of this video. If you think you would be making a lot of money, I think you are at a wrong place, to be very very honest. So let me tell you how the dividends work. So I am using KDP, Amazon KDP, for publishing my book. That is why it is available on Amazon platform. So once you publish on any platform, be it Google Play Books or KDP, they charge about 30% to 70% of the total price that you are quoting, right? For Kindle version, the book is called, they are charging me 30%, and for the paperback, it is a whooping 60 to 70%. Right. Now, if you have a publisher, on the top of whatever KDP is charging you, they would be again charging you 30 to 40%. So in the end of the day, the author makes about 10 to 20%. And this is, I'm not including the transaction charges that will involve. So basically, if I make a transaction outside India, because I'm based out of India, if I make a transaction outside India from USA or UK, so to get my money from KDP, I need an account in Pioneer. Now Pioneer charges you around 5% per transaction as well. So it's a lot of cuts that are going on, and eventually, in the end, I think the author would be making hardly 10 to 20%. That is, and once you get that money again, it will be taxed by the government also. So it's a lot of cuts going on. So eventually, you won't be making a lot of money, and that is why if you see, the prices for technical books are very very high. I think recently I checked the book from Orally, the paperback was 5,000 rupees for like a 300 to 400 pages. So it's very costly. That is why, so that the author can make at least something. So why should you write then? There's like, we are removing the question of money. Then what is the reason that you should be writing? It adds authority to your work, no doubt. It would be something that would be with your CV throughout your life now. And if it is a technical thing, I think it adds a badge as well. Earlier, people used to call me a blogger. Now they call me an author. So I think it's a big perspective change. Giving back to the community, I think it's very very important. I think I have read everything about data science in AI of free of cost till now. I haven't spent a single penny, so it's my time to give back to the community. It would be one of the best experiences of your life, that I can guarantee you. I think I have, as a person, I have changed after writing a book. I'm more disciplined now. My technical writing looks improved to me. I'm more focusing on formatting and stuff. I'm more focusing on nitty gritties of writing, which I used to usually ignore. It acts as a lasting legacy, no doubt. You will earn something. It's not an all zero equation, and it helps you network as well. I think people all across the globe are buying the book, and eventually they are connecting with me. They are mailing me, or like over LinkedIn, they're trying to connect. So it helps you network as well. Now, the most important question is ki choosing the topic. Yeah, from the previous section, I think you must be enough motivated to get started. Now, on what you should be writing. So, I think there are a few points that I considered before starting my book, before choosing the topic. Something that you love, no doubt. Because book is a marathon journey. You will get bored if you don't pick up something that you love. Something which has a big audience, obviously, yes. I think you need to have a big audience to sell your book. Like, for example, fictional novels or general programming books sell a lot. The current trend, like for example, if you write about chat GPT right now, high chances are that people will buy it. Topic: lacking resources. I think online, if certain things that don't have good resources, a big reason, that is why I picked LangChain, was the documentation is very crap. If you have gone through it, that is why. I picked up Langchain for writing. Now, if you're able to mark some of them, I think you should get started with this. Now, I will tell you a reason why these points are important, because before starting Langchain in your pocket, I started with the book Reinforcement Learning in Your Pocket, and I abandoned it halfway. Multiple reasons. Right now, I think in my job also and in my personal level also, I'm a lot involved in generative AI and loving it. It is one of the hottest topic, as you know, and LangChain is one of the most prominent framework out there for generative AI. Though the audience is not big right now, I think it is growing exponentially. The market for reinforcement learning is already saturated. I think you must have heard of books like Sutton Barto, which provides a great, which has a legacy in reinforcement learning. So if anyone wants to read reinforcement learning, they will jump straight onto that book. So now, but this is not the case with Gen AI, or especially LangChain. Hence, if my book is good, it will get a chance to mark its authority as well. Now, once you have decided why you want to write a book and the topic, the next part is choosing between self-publishing and publisher. This is a mistake that I did. I decided over this particular point after writing my draft. This is something that you should consider before starting your draft. Multiple things to consider. Why I went with self-publishing is going with a publisher takes ages to publish. It takes a lot of time. So that is why I went self-published, because I think I wrote the book within 3 to 4 months, and then eventually took half or 15 to 20 days for formatting and then published it straight away. With a publisher, that won't be the case. I connected with O'Reilly, telling a trivia about the book. So I connected with O'Reilly, and eventually they told me that the LangChain is under rapid development, and the book may go get obsolete before they even release it. So it's better I go for self-publication. I think when you involve publisher, the cost of your book will go exponentially high. Something that I'm offering right now at 199 in India, it's costing around 1K by a famous publisher, and it becomes unaffordable straight away for a big part of the society. So if you want to make things affordable for your audience, I think better go for self-publication. The publisher will have a big cut, as I already told you, and they will also try to reshape the book. I think this is something that I was a little scared of, sort of hijacking. So you want to write it in a certain way, and they will tell you no, 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 follow our approach. And in this way, the entire idea of like presenting your authority or topic and all that stuff goes to shit, and eventually they will be hijacking your work. So this is something that you need to be considering before going for a publisher. No, the grass is not green on the other side also. Self-publishing is a difficult task. You would be handling everything on your own, be it marketing, publishing, reviewing, etc. Everything is done by me, and that is why it was a very cumbersome journey, to be very honest. Publishers have an existing audience, hence higher sales, no doubt. It adds authority, right? If you have a publisher, like for example, if the same book would have gone through O'Reilly or Packet, I think people would have taken it with more authority. And paperback printing is becoming an issue for me now, because in certain countries, the paperback from Amazon is not available, including India, and hence I haven't got my author's copy till now. So paperback printing becomes an issue if you're going for self-publication. Now talking about the agenda, how what your book should be about. So there are few templates that you can follow. Make it beginner friendly, make it a hands-on, more focused toward codes, mathematical, intermediate to advanced. Talks about advanced concepts for a topic, illustrative, many things. Now you must be thinking why choosing the agenda is important. It is because you won't be able to write everything. Trust me on this. And if you can, don't write everything, at least in your first book, I would suggest you, because writing a first book is a cumbersome task, right? It takes a lot of time to write a book, and eventually there would come a time where you might get bored and abandon it trying to cover everything, and eventually you'll at a point you'll say, no, I can't continue it anymore, and eventually you will abandon it. This is what happened with me with reinforcement learning. I didn't go with the plan. I was trying to write everything and eventually abandoned it, right? So also there would be a problem that you might be writing, your writing might look a little scattered as well. So in the final draft you might be covering advanced concept for some topic, codes for others, maths for others, but not everything for every subtopic, right? So this is an important issue, and for the particular pattern that you're following in the book should not look scattered. Inconsistency will be an eyesore for the audience, very honestly. One suggestion that I would give you is to first try to complete a draft with a minimal information that you consider to be a complete book. So write the minimal things, write a topic, give a paragraph, whatever you think this covers the particular topic, and then move on. Because while revising, you can add stuff. Completing a first draft, I think, is like 90% of the job done, because the rest of the steps you will be keeping yourself motivated because you have completed the book. Now it's just the editing part that is left. So this is work this worked for me because I already have failed the book, so I can tell you with my experience. Now the last topic to consider is future challenges to consider before starting your draft. It takes ages to write, no doubt. It took me nearly around 6 months to complete a draft for this book, to completely publish the book. That is a 221 pages, not that big also, and that is why I'm focusing more on the time part. If you go with the publisher, the time may get doubled up, right? If you're not used to writing, like I'm very used to writing and like going into codes and making videos and all, it might appear boring also, and you might abandon the book. You need to do a lot of formatting for publishing, because you would be publishing in different versions, be it Kindle, PDF, paperback, etc., and different versions require different formatting. If you're not into aesthetics, it will be irritating. If it is a coding book, do try to mention the versions, keep the versions in head, because this is an important issue that I'm facing with LangChain, because every other 2 weeks the LangChain version is changing. I need to rewrote two chapters that I wrote in September but got obsoleted in the latest release, and hence I need to rewrite them again. So this can be a pain point. You will be held accountable for wrong information. Trust me, dude. I think I went through brutal trolling on Reddit at a point where it was not even my mistake, also. But eventually, people won't be focusing that much on the descriptions and versions being used, right? They won't be thinking twice to put your stuff into a bad light. And making an online comment is the easiest thing you can do. Now, the last part is marketing your book is the most draining part. I think I recently read a Reddit post where it says that self-publishing is 90% marketing, and it's honest. I think where you would be posting like thousands of places. I am like right now logged into Discord, Reddit, Slack, everywhere, and I'm posting thousands of posts, getting no impression. It is demotivating. So I think this is for now. I think it's a long informative post for today. I hope that you soon start with your book and use this information as a guiding line. In the next steps, we'll be talking about where to write your book, how to format your book, where to publish, market and support for the book in the upcoming videos. Thank you.